In the heart of the Pacific Northwest, nestled amidst ancient forests and veiled by a perpetual shroud of mist, stood an abandoned prison, a decaying fortress that bore witness to a tumultuous past, its grim walls cloaked in stories of agony and despair. The prison, with its weathered stone facade and barred windows, loomed ominously against the backdrop of the dense, whispering woods. Its darkened corridors whispered tales of incarceration and forgotten souls, stories that lingered in the rusted iron bars and etched graffiti on the walls. 3 friends adventurers, Mila, Tyler, and Jacob, embarked on an exploration of the abandoned prison, driven by a relentless curiosity for the macabre and the unknown. They had heard whispers of the prison's haunting past, tales whispered in hushed tones around the town and shared in ghostly legends. As dusk descended, casting elongated shadows upon the crumbling structure, the trio ventured forth. Mila led the way, her flashlight cutting through the encroaching darkness, while Tyler and Jacob followed closely behind, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. The heavy iron gates creaked open with a bone-chilling echo, welcoming the adventurers into the prison's chilling embrace. Each step they took echoed in the desolate corridors, the air heavy with a sense of dread and the weight of forgotten stories. Inside, the prison seemed to exhale, a stale breath that hung in the stagnant air, carrying with it the whispers of bygone inmates. Shadows danced along the peeling walls, casting eerie silhouettes that played tricks on their senses. Tyler's voice broke the uneasy silence. "Do you feel that?" he murmured, his words barely audible above the eerie stillness. Mila's flashlight flickered as she scanned the desolate cells. "It's like the walls hold memories," she whispered, her gaze fixated on the remnants of incarcerated lives, scratched messages, faded drawings, and remnants of an untold past. They went deeper into the prison's bowels, a maze of forgotten corridors and dimly lit cells. But the oppressive silence had given way to a chorus of unsettling echoes, a symphony of footsteps, distant cries, and ghostly whispers that reverberated through the desolate halls. As they ventured further, an otherworldly presence enveloped them, an unspoken sorrow that seemed etched into the very walls. The prison's chilling history unfolded before their eyes, an unspoken tale of suffering and incarceration that permeated the air. A haunting melody drifted through the corridors, an ethereal tune that seemed to emanate from the very foundations of the prison. Jacob's breath caught in his throat as he recognized the melancholic notes, a haunting requiem from the past, carried on a chilling breeze. The friends' unease intensified as they stumbled upon a hidden chamber, a room steeped in a palpable darkness, its secrets shrouded in an unsettling silence. A flicker of movement caught their attention, a shifting shadow that seemed to materialize from the corners of their vision. Mila's flashlight trembled as she pointed toward the elusive figure. "Did you see that?" Her voice wavered with a mixture of fear and fascination. Their hearts pounded with dread, the air thick with an unspoken presence that seemed to envelop them. Unnerved yet intrigued, they looked for answers, unaware of the chilling revelation that awaited them in the depths of the haunted prison. Driven by an unyielding curiosity mingled with apprehension, the friends pressed forward into the heart of the prison's darkness. Shadows seemed to congregate in the dimly lit corridors, twisting and contorting as if alive. Their exploration led them to a chamber concealed behind layers of rusted bars, a solitary cell tucked away from prying eyes. A heavy door, decked with aged iron bolts, beckoned like a portal to the prison's darkest secrets. As they cautiously approached, a shiver ran down Jacob's spine, a chilling sensation that seemed to radiate from within the cell. An unsettling stillness hung in the air, broken only by the faint echo of a chilling wail. Mila's breath caught in her throat as she cast her flashlight's beam into the cell, illuminating the dim interior. Within the confines of the desolate cell stood a ghostly figure, a silhouette cloaked in an ethereal haze, its chilling gaze fixed upon the intruders. Tyler's voice trembled as he murmured, It's like someone's trapped here." The figure made no move, its presence hauntingly still yet undeniably potent, a supernatural bound to the prison's unforgiving embrace. An inexplicable force drew them closer, an intangible connection that transcended the boundaries between the living and the supernatural. Mila, Tyler, and Jacob felt a surge of empathy for the tormented soul trapped within the prison's confines. In a daring attempt to break the supernatural shackles, Mila reached out, her hand extending toward the ghostly figure. A rush of emotion surged through her. Days turned into a relentless pursuit as Mila, Tyler, and Jacob delved deeper into the prison's forgotten history. Their quest for answers led them down a labyrinth of forgotten archives and cryptic manuscripts, unearthing revelations that echoed the prison's tumultuous past. Amidst their search, they stumbled upon an ancient ritual, an arcane ceremony believed to sever the supernatural bond that tethered tormented souls to the mortal realm. It was a ritual steeped in mystery, whispered in forgotten tales as a means to grant eternal peace to the unjustly imprisoned spirits. Armed with newfound knowledge and a sense of urgency, the friends returned to the prison, their resolve unyielding as they wanted to perform the ancient ritual and grant freedom to the ghostly figure that had reached out to them. Mila, Tyler, and Jacob stood before the desolate cell, relic in hand, ready to embark on the ritual that promised liberation to the tormented soul. Their hearts pounded with a mixture of determination and apprehension, their actions guided by an unspoken bond forged through their encounters with the supernatural realm. With measured precision, they enacted the ritual, a symphony of gestures and incantations that echoed through the prison's eerie silence. The relic glowed with an otherworldly luminescence, their combined energy a beacon of hope for the imprisoned soul. As the ritual reached its crescendo, a surge of supernatural energy enveloped the friends, an unseen force that defied comprehension. Shadows converged into a swirling vortex, an ethereal gateway between the living and the supernatural. In a heart-stopping moment, the ghostly figure materialized, a manifestation of anguish and longing, its translucent form resonating with the friends' solemn endeavor. But as the ritual progressed, an unforeseen disturbance rippled through the prison's supernatural fabric. A malevolent force, dormant for centuries, surged forth, a remnant of the prison's dark past seeking to stop the friends' efforts. The vortex trembled, its serene glow tainted by an ominous hue. A chilling wail echoed through the corridors, a chorus of supernatural unrest that threatened to engulf the friends in its tumultuous grasp. Mila, Tyler, and Jacob fought against the relentless force, their determination unwavering as they channeled their collective energy into completing the ritual. With every ounce of resolve, they pressed on, unwilling to succumb to the malevolent presence that wanted to shatter their endeavor. A blinding surge of light erupted, a clash between opposing forces that rent the fabric of reality. The prison quaked, its foundations rattling as if caught in the midst of a celestial battle. In a climactic moment, the malevolent force dissipated, a vanquished remnant of the prison's darkness that surrendered to the friends' unwavering resolve. The vortex stabilized, glowing with a serene brilliance that engulfed the prison in a peaceful embrace. With a final surge of energy, the ritual reached its conclusion. The ghostly figure stood before them, its translucent form bathed in a radiant light, a manifestation of gratitude and liberation. In a serene moment of understanding, the figure nodded, an expression of thanks that echoed through the prison's halls. The vortex dissipated, leaving behind a tranquil calm that permeated the once haunted structure. Mila, Tyler, and Jacob found themselves standing outside the prison, a place now free from supernatural unrest. A sense of accomplishment washed over them, the understanding that their unwavering determination had brought closure to the tormented soul and banished the prison's malevolent past. Their extraordinary journey had culminated in an extraordinary resolution, a testament to the resilience of the living and the transformative power of empathy. As they gazed at the now tranquil prison, a sense of fulfillment filled their hearts, forever bonded by their shared experience and the unspoken connection forged through their journey into the supernatural realm.